Captain Ryan Steele had always been the type to push buttons. Sharp, cocky, and young enough to think experience was overrated, he liked to tease the veterans in his unit. During morning briefings, he would casually poke at their quirks, their old habits, and especially their call signs. It was all in good fun, or so he thought, until one particular morning. As the assembled Marines sipped coffee and scanned their mission orders, Steele's eyes landed on Sergeant Marcus Viper Hayes, a man whose reputation preceded him, but whose presence rarely drew attention. "You know," Steele began, leaning against the conference table, "I've always wondered how some of these old-timers even got a call sign. Iron Viper sounds like a comic book villain. Did you bite someone to earn that, Hayes?" He smirked, expecting a chuckle from the younger Marines. Most of them laughed nervously, unsure if teasing a combat veteran was wise. Marcus froze. The room seemed to tilt slightly, though no one else noticed. His eyes, usually calm and unreadable, narrowed, and a faint, almost imperceptible tension rippled through his posture. Steele thought he was being funny. "What, too sensitive for jokes about snakes?" he teased further. Then Hayes spoke, but not immediately. His voice was low, measured, and had an edge that made the room go silent. "Iron Viper isn't a joke." The words themselves were quiet, almost understated, but they carried weight, history, and a warning that the young captain could feel in his chest. Steele laughed awkwardly, waving a hand. "Come on, it's just a name." Hayes' glare cut him off. "It's a name earned in fire, Captain. It's not for mocking." The room held its breath. Steele had heard stories about Hayes, a man whose combat record spanned decades, whose missions were whispered about in both admiration and fear. But he had never seen him like this, frozen and silent before a single word. Now he was seeing the edge of the legend firsthand. Hayes leaned back, the quiet storm in his eyes still fixed on Steele. He began recounting a mission in the shadows of the Kunar Valley, years ago, when the mountains themselves seemed to conspire against the team. The enemy was clever, hidden in caves, striking with precision, and Steele's marine imagination would have labeled it dangerous, but Hayes' words painted it as near apocalyptic. Each sentence carried a weight of lived experience, how he had been trapped behind enemy lines, how his men had fallen, and how he had survived a night-long ambush with nothing but a .45 in sheer instinct. "And the call sign?" Steele asked finally, nervously now. Hayes' lips twitched into a grim smile. "Iron Viper, because I struck when they thought I was dead. Silent, lethal, and unbreakable, like a viper, Captain. Strike once, and they never see it coming." The room was silent. Steele's bravado evaporated like mist. The smirk faded, replaced with an uneasy realization. This man had lived the stories that most only imagined. I didn't know," Steele muttered, feeling foolish. Hayes nodded once. "And you don't want to. Some names carry memory, and some memories never let go. You'll respect it, or you'll regret it." Steele swallowed hard. For the first time in his career, he felt a profound humility, a chilling respect for the man standing before him. The younger Marines, sensing the shift, avoided eye contact, quietly taking mental notes about the price of experience and the weight behind a call sign. After the briefing, Steele stayed behind. "Sergeant Hayes," he said, his tone now sincere, I owe you an apology. I didn't understand." Hayes nodded, giving a slight, approving grunt. "Apology accepted. Just remember, Captain, call signs aren't for jokes. They're scars, victories, and lessons wrapped in 3 words or less. Treat them with respect." Steele left that day different. Every mission afterward, every interaction with veterans, carried a subtle reverence. He never again mocked a call sign, and whenever he heard the faint whisper of Iron Viper in briefings or reports, he froze, not in fear, but in awe of what the name truly represented: survival against impossible odds, courage tempered in the fire of battle, and a legacy that even time couldn't erase. Years later, Steele would recount the story to his own unit, never revealing the full details of Hayes' exploits, only the lesson. Some names are more than labels. They are warnings, promises, and history rolled into a single, unforgettable strike. And Iron Viper? That name had earned the right to silence even the most confident Marine captain. For more thrilling, emotional, and twist-packed stories, don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and share with friends who love surprises.